I hope I'm broadcasting. I don't see anybody in the chat. Maybe it's too early in the day. If anybody's out there watching, let me know. I don't know if it's actually making it out into the world. Usually people show up by now, but I haven't seen anybody. So either that or maybe people are just having a busy Sunday. I'm on a little bit early today, guys, because I have class at 5 instead of 6. I thought it was at 6. So I was going to get on at 4. But I have class at 5. Yeah, let me see. Where is that? Come on, Dan. Where is it? Let's see. Control V. Are we actually broadcasting? I hope so. I don't think that anybody's out there in the world. Just make sure I'm broadcasting live. Yeah, I am. Showing up on YouTube. I'm showing up on Facebook. I'm on right now, but can see or hear you. Can I get it on iTunes? I'm not sure on iTunes. I'm on right now, but can't see or hear you. I don't see you in the chat though, Glenda. You can't hear me? It's weird. Maybe I need to switch cameras. Let me switch cameras really quick. Is it? Hello? Is anybody there? Hello? I see my audio input is working. I don't see anybody in the chat though. I have a feeling something's wrong. If anybody's can like type into the chat. Maybe today's not the day, guys. I'm not sure if anybody's out there. Maybe it's not streaming correctly. That's weird. Huh. Oh, Facebook isn't going through, that's why. But YouTube should be. I have a red X in Facebook. Try again. Why the hell am I not streaming to Facebook? It's weird. Um, I wonder if did any of my broadcasts go there? There's Sagittarius, there's Leo. So, oh no, did the Earth signs not go today? Shit. Uh-oh, I wonder if Well, wouldn't be my stream if there wasn't some issue, I guess. Let me see. This will tell me if it's broadcasting everywhere. Still getting a red X for Facebook. Why is it giving me a red X? Something isn't right here. I show 2 viewers, so that's different. Before it was showing me 0 viewers. Why is Facebook not broadcasting? Shit. I don't understand. Can you see it? No, I shut it off, Vicky. Can you actually see it now? Like, I'm rebroadcasting a new broadcast stream. Like, I just signed back in, but I'm trying to figure out if I'm actually broadcasting to Facebook. I don't think I am for some reason. It says that I don't have access, but I don't know why it says I don't have access. So I'm trying to. This is working my nerve. Dan, I'm here. I can chat through Messenger and see you on YouTube. I'm confused if I actually have 2 viewers at this point. Oh my gosh. Can somebody type into the chat and tell me if you can actually see me? That's weird. I don't think I'm broadcasting to Facebook is what I'm trying to figure out here. Let me see. Because it looks like both of the earth signs didn't go. Yeah, the last post that I have is from yesterday's fire sign. So that means none of the earth signs went to Facebook today. Oh no, something has changed with Facebook somehow. And I don't know how. Shit. Is anybody out there? I don't know if maybe the chat is down, maybe Restream's being weird. Okay. We need quiet there. Thank you, RuPaul. That's not going to work. No. No, it's not that either. I don't know why it stopped broadcasting to Restream. I mean, to Facebook. I can see you now, Glenda. So you can see me and hear me, Glenda? For some reason, this is not going out to Facebook. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't know what's changed. I know that we all got thrown off of Facebook the other night, and then somebody said to suggest like change some sort of business settings in the Facebook settings, which I did, and I don't know if that changed whether or not Restream is allowed to broadcast to my Facebook account. So I've got to like go in and try and figure out all of the permissions. And I thought I just rehooked it up to Facebook, but it doesn't seem to be going out to Facebook for some reason, and I don't know why. So you can hear me, Glenda. I just want to make sure that you can hear me. Okay, cool. All right, so let's just do your charming because I know that you want a charming, and then we'll just kind of sign off because this is um, sort of weird at best. The only other option I can give you, Glenda, is if you want, um, you could message me your email and I could send you an invite to a Zoom room and I could charm for you via Zoom. We could do that. And then it doesn't have to be sort of public, either or. Or we can just do it right now, right here. This is fine too, as long as you can hear me. Now it's fine. Okay, and tell me the subject matter again. What did you want me to charm on? I can't remember what you asked for yesterday when you sent me the text. Sorry about all these, like, I'm just not the most tech savvy person, so it gets a little wonky. Traveling this year. Okay. All right, let's see what goes on for that. One moment. So we have the letter I, which is a number 1. Let me see here. We do have a Mexican peso. That would indicate travel to me. And it also says a wonderful journey is ahead, but it's upside down. These are getting so scraped off, but this says a wonderful journey is ahead and it's upside down. This is the 6th chakra stone, and it's clear and it's on top of the 10 of Cups. The Knight of Swords, the Death coin. Okay, so I'm going to say this. I kind of feel like this clear coin, the chakra coin or the chakra glass, the 6th chakra and the 10 of Cups feels like there could be travel coming up for you later in the year. Also, the Mexican peso indicates that. It seems to be a desire of yours. I feel like you're overthinking it with this Knight of Swords coin. It's like he's not working on your behalf or in your favor. That's why he's sort of flipped over, like it's working against you if you're worrying too much about it. The rooster in this case, to me, would indicate like good luck. And with him sort of flipped upside down like that, I kind of feel like you might be thinking your way out of the possibilities or worrying too much about travel. I don't know if that makes sense to you. We have the Death card too, which to me feels like a transformation needs to take place. This stuff here kind of feels a little bit more in the past. From like here on feels like the past to me. So the wonderful journey is ahead. I think that maybe things got planned out and then didn't quite happen due to COVID, and that maybe threw you or kind of turned things upside down. And then the Death coin being face down, to me, it feels like it was a major loss or something like transformed maybe in a way that wasn't beneficial or that you didn't enjoy, right? Let me see here. The rose, I like that also. Like, why do I want to ask if you're going to Spain? Because this makes me think of like matadors or, flamenco dancing. And then the peso, even though that's Mexico, it makes me feel like, did you have plans to go to Spain? because that's giving me like a sort of Spanish vibe. I don't know why I'm seeing like, flamenco dancers in my mind. And then you do have, I believe this is, who is this? Is this Krishna? I think this might be Krishna seated. And so he would be beneficial too. He kind of feels like he's looking to me, looking at the rose and the peso. So I feel like there are some blessings in here, especially with the Ten of Cups and the clear third eye. I think we need to trust our intuition more so than our mind at this time, is kind of the message that I'm getting here. Because if not, if we live too much in our mind and we get ahead of ourselves in our worry or our fear, we could screw up our luck around this, or block our luck altogether around this being a beneficial thing, or having the option to travel if you're able. I do like this being down here in the subconscious. It feels like going into the future. We could, like, this idea of movement or moving towards that, keeping a clear focus on this idea of the abundance of the Ten of Cups, of feeling emotionally whole and full, brings about this. You have this aura charm where she's face up, but she has all of like her chakras kind of shining bright and in alignment around her. So her energy is good. Your energy would be good. It indicates to me like moving towards the future. And the key feels like it's unlocking doors. So that feels like forward movement, or the opportunity to get beyond whatever might be limiting you. This word here is strong. So you might need to keep a sort of mental strength or a perspective of hope in all of this if you want to travel. I think that it's interesting that the I is here and it's number one, meaning like the focus might be on you and your thoughts around this. I'm not exactly sure what you're wrestling with in regards to whether or not you'll travel, but I kind of feel like it's about perspective with this. Especially like these two feel very hopeful to me, as far as the clear third eye chakra on top of the Ten of Cups. And this also kind of being in the higher minded space, keeping an open mind and staying open to the reality of what possibilities are out there, even if they don't seem super practical. I feel like we want to stay open to them. Wait, what does this say? Traveling this year, I'm the least tech savvy person you'll ever meet. Duh. You are going to Spain? Shut up. Because I felt like this is totally giving me Spain vibes. I think you can go, possibly. My thing is don't get into the fear too much. That to me feels like the Knight of Swords flipped over. There's a way to sort of think of things productively and be cautious, but not be so fear-based, right? And if you've already invested the money, I don't know where things are at for you, but I feel like if you've already invested the money into the travel plans, don't give up hope just yet. I feel like there's something that will be good for you as you move forward. And I feel like, doors will unlock. The strong charm to me feels like, keeping a strong mind and attitude towards all of this, traveling safely, being practical, all of those sort of things can get you there. I don't think that it's necessarily something you have to give up on. I think that you're fearful of that. I think that maybe in 2020, when this all kicked off, some things had to die or fell apart, or the whole world flipped over upside down for you. And all of a sudden it wasn't necessarily an option. But I think that hopefully you can adapt. You'll have to, my suggestion here is, I'm not here to make the decision for you, right? But I would say that my feeling is that as long as you can keep a clear mind and perspective around it and handle yourself accordingly, ideally you should be fine to travel. The only thing where I think, like, if you're asking me, like, is the travel company going to cancel your flights? I don't think so. Like, I feel like this is about you getting over your own worries and fears around the action of traveling. That's what this is. That's the cancellation of the multiple travel plans in 2020. It's the death card, the death coin, and this A Wonderful Journey is Ahead. Like, we were looking forward to all of this. It's kind of like what we see here, still percolating. And I feel like this tells me that when you are traveling, you feel your best. You feel your most fulfilled. You're happy. You're free. You're joyous. All of that. So I like that this is down here, but it's over here towards the future, meaning this also signifies that there could be the possibility of that rejuvenated energy towards the idea of travel. I also like that you have a foreign god, Krishna, like sort of looking down on all of this, even though he's looking upward. He's still on his side, kind of. I feel like he's looking at the coin and the rose and all of that. So my thing is I only want you to choose to travel if you feel safe enough. Whether or not you'll feel safe enough is the question here, because the Knight of Swords flipped over feels like, you don't want to make any mistakes. You don't want to be impulsive. You don't want to overthink it, because I think that that's kind of also messing with not good luck, but I mean, that rooster would represent luck to me. So any well-beings or good feelings, if you're going into the trip or forcing it, it's not going to feel like a blessing. It's not going to feel like benefic, right? And we want it to feel that way. So I think that there is a possibility of you being able to make sure that you can create that by trusting your intuition and following that out. Does that make sense? Following your emotions. But I'm not here to sort of ultimately make that decision for you. Like, I mean, those are fears that you have to kind of deal with. Could they be cleared away? I think so. Also, the fact that there's not very many charms here says to me that you might let go of some of the stress and the worry that you have going on in here right now. You might work it out and be able to sort of move forward. It is going to require you, obviously, to be strong, like in mind and all of that. You also want to, maintain your health as you are traveling, but you want to be in a state of what's the word, like calm as you do this, or else it's gonna just cause you stress, and that's not worth it. I know you know that, Glenn. I just state it just because I don't want anybody to watch this video and they're like, oh my god, and he told her to get on that plane, and like, I don't that's too big of a decision for me to make for anyone. So I just have to be clear. But I think that there is opportunity here for you to go if you choose to go, and you choose to go in a way that fulfills you, right? That you feel wholeheartedly like you're taking all your precautions, you're healthy enough of mind and body. And I don't necessarily see you getting sick in these charms. I don't see some big horrible thing that tells me no. I see this being a little bit of a shakeup in the past, and now we're a little bit shook up here in the present, but we also have this abundance and this clear chakra on top of it. So to me, it speaks to the idea that the desire certainly to travel is strong. Like, I would almost say, and this is a little bit of magical thinking, but I would almost say, like, we need to look at the manifestational vision of why is the ice cream man driving down the street in February? That's random. The ice cream man just drove down the street. Okay. If I had money, I would run out there. Anyways, to keep our focus on, like, maybe now is the time to sort of sit with ourselves and look at what's it going to feel like to be on the streets of Spain. How are we going to look, right? How are we going to feel? Can we walk? You know what I'm saying? Like, manifesting like the positivity of that, the joy of that, because I feel like there is a lot of joy in it for you. There is a lot of opportunity, or like, I almost feel like it could be, it will certainly lift your spirits. And so living in that, even though that's not necessarily the reality of the whole world is facing a pandemic right now. I think that we need to look into ourselves and see, is that actually really true for us? Can we achieve that? Can we create that? Can we experience that by sitting with that? Does it feel real? Does it feel possible? The more that we sit with that, the more we can kind of ideally create that outcome by, taking the precautions we need to travel successfully. I want an ice cream. It's February. It's not even February. It's January 24th. What am I talking about? It's not even February yet. And the ice cream man just drove down the street. And mind you, it's like gray and miserable here today. It's like been raining all day. So why he decided to come out today makes no sense. Maybe he came out to steal children. I have no idea. Totally bizarre. So I think that there could be a possibility of doing this. But I would say my suggestion to you would be, and its only suggestion is only do it if it really truly feels right. But right now, I think you have the time to work on whether or not you can find that answer within yourself. Right. That's this down here, the living for travel and experience other cultures. I mean, this really feels like there's a freedom and a joy here to me that you want to have. And I like that this is sort of in the future, meaning it feels like you could be opening the doors to this, or this will open the doors for you to move forward. But you're going to have to be strong as you move forward, right? Strong in mind, strong in health, strong in, confidence that you're going to be okay. Let him have the children. Exactly. There's not very many in the neighborhood, so. But I just thought that was odd. Like, what Ice Cream Man is out in January of all times? But who knows? Sorry, one moment. I have a text. You're welcome, Glenda. Thank you so much for being a Patreon subscriber. You guys don't know how much uh, that money matters to me every month. So I say like that I appreciate it and it means the world to me in every video. And I hope that people don't just think I'm repeating that. It really does matter to me. And I really do care about making sure that you guys get these readings and charmings because you guys do support the channel. So I really appreciate it. And I don't know, you haven't been on a lot to see all of the different charmings, but I did make an announcement, I think like either last Sunday or the Sunday before, that if you ever need to like trade a charming for like a card reading or something like that, that's always a workable solution too. So you can always just message me at the business page and stuff like that, so that I just make sure that my Patreon subscribers get taken care of, because you've been supporting me almost since the beginning. And I just really, really, really appreciate it. Those of you that do that for me. Okay. So thank you very much. I want to know, when are you supposed to go? Like, what time of year are you supposed to travel? Oh my God, Andrew. Okay. Well, then, so you haven't actually paid for the trip yet? Because this is where I feel like there is an opportunity to get clear on what all of this is. Oh, probably fall or winter of this year. Okay. I think that things could be very different by then, but I think that this is your most powerful configuration here, is this clear sixth chakra on the 10 of cups. And then we've got this down here. I like this. I also love this. This indicates the idea of Spain. To me, certainly, like I totally was getting visions of uh, flamenco dancers and things like that. So I think it's very possible. I think it's possible you could go, but make sure that it definitely feels right for you first. That's my whole thing, because going on a trip where you're going to be scared the entire time is not going to be pleasant, and it's not going to bring you sort of the joy that you're seeking. But I do think that this charm here feels to me like you will be experiencing that joy. Like that's the whole point of the trip. So, and this to me leans more towards the future. So it feels like decisions might be made. Those decisions, we might be a little bit nervous about them. That's why the strong charm comes in here. But uh, I think that ultimately you'll be fine. I hope. All right, I'm gonna sign off because I gotta get ready for class in about a half an hour. My friend is texting me like goofy pictures. And also too, Glenda, because if you are unable to come to the Charmings on Sundays or stuff, if you need me to set aside time to do it for you really quick via like Zoom or something privately, we can always arrange that during the month too, like for next month or something. Because I know sometimes you haven't always been around, because I have a running record of who collects their Charmings and who doesn't. So going forward, if you need me to like sort of do stuff on a schedule that kind of permits better for you, I'm happy to do that. You just need to let me know. Like just message me like you did the other day. It was perfect. Because then I knew that I was gonna see you today. But we can do it. It doesn't have to be a Sunday either. I'm an RN, so watching COVID closely. Yeah, and of course that would also freak you out too about travel, for sure. For sure. But who's to say, hopefully, you know, I don't know, by fall or winter of this year, we could be in a whole different place with COVID, hopefully. I don't know. It's kind of a little bit daunting and scary. So hopefully with vaccines rolling out and things like that, maybe a dent will get put into this whole experience for everyone, and things will subside a little bit. Oh, you've been in Texas? Where are you in Texas? What part of Texas are you in? I wonder if these comments show up on the YouTube channel. Like, so like if people watch this video back, they'll see your comments. Because if they don't, then I'm gonna look like a crazy person having a conversation, half-sided conversation. Oh, close to Houston. Okay, in the south, in the southeast of Texas. Okay, I'm over in San Antonio, so I think I'm like 3 hours away from Houston. I'm not sure. All right, you guys. I mean, I see that there's other people watching. I'm not sure who's watching, but I'm going to wrap up the video. Thank you so much, Glenda. Oh, you're back in, where are you in New Mexico? Because my friend just is driving here to visit again, and he just drove through New Mexico, and he went through, I want to say, is it Tres Cruces or Las Cruces? And I was like, oh, you need to stop there. That place is supposed to be beautiful. And I've never been to New Mexico. I'd love to see New Mexico. Feels like it would be a rather magical place. More so than like, say, Sedona, even though I know Sedona is supposed to be amazing and beautiful and spiritual, but I feel like New Mexico would be really spiritual for me. The painted desert and all of that. That whole area down there, I've not really explored too much. I've never been to Sedona either. I don't even know if I've been in Arizona, to be honest. Like, I don't think I've been to Phoenix or Flagstaff or any of that stuff. That's like a whole part of the nation that I've not really visited down there. I've been to Southern California, is probably, and then like Baja and stuff, Mexico. Oh. All right, I'm gonna clear off this board, dear. All right, have a good day. I'm not sure, I might have signed off, so I will talk to you whenever I talk to you. Have a good day, and let me know how everything rolls out. Thank you, Vicky. You too, dear. You have a good night too.